I forgive you. This is what I was screaming a couple of months ago when I finally released my anger and frustration toward my father and forgave him. See, my dad was in my life, consistently in my life, up until I was like maybe about 10 years old. Came home one day, all his things had been packed up, and the only thing that my mother would tell me is, oh, your dad lives 5 minutes away. You're totally going to be fine. Not. From that point on, I was, back and forth between my parents' homes until one day the communication stopped with my dad. So from the age of 14 to 18, I hadn't really had any heavy communication with my dad. And y'all, I was a daddy's girl. Anything, everything my daddy did and said, honey, I was going to do it. So imagine the heartbreak when this man stops calling you and stops coming around. So this planted tons of seeds, right? Abandonment, relationship issues. I was emotionally unavailable. One day in a session with my therapist a couple months ago, she said, we're going to talk about unforgiveness. But what I discovered was that I was still harboring a lot of things concerning my father. That 10-year-old girl needed to be assured that she wasn't going to be left anymore, that she was valuable, and that somebody loved her. And so a part of my process in the forgiveness, I learned to accept that he could only love me with what he had. So an example is, if somebody only got $2, you ain't gonna get 200. You're only gonna get that $2. So it's the same with somebody's capacity to love and honor you. And that's why healing is so important, because the more we heal, the more we deal with our wounds and our issues, our percentage of love goes up. And then we can offer people more. When I was able to come to that truth and then deal with some things within myself, then I was able to officially let my dad go and really release those issues. I just want to admonish you guys, like I always do. If you're holding on to some unforgiveness, if there's a situation you feel you just can't let go, remember, they can't and couldn't give you what they don't have.